Iran's Natanz nuclear facility hit by Israel. IAEA warns of possible radiological release as war escalates. Iran's nuclear facility at Natanz was reportedly struck during U.S. and Israeli military operations against the Islamic Republic. Iran's ambassador to the UN nuclear watchdog International Atomic Energy Agencies, IAEA, said on Monday. Again, they attacked Iran's peaceful, safeguarded nuclear facilities yesterday. Reza Najafi told reporters during a meeting of IAEA's 35-nation Board of Governors. When asked which facilities were attacked, he replied, "It was Natanz." Despite Najafi's claims, IAEA Chief Rafael Grossi reiterated that the agency has no indication that any of Iran's nuclear facilities were struck. "We stand by what we said in terms of no indication Iran's nuclear facilities were hit," he said. "There might be some things, but we have seen nothing comparable to the military attacks on Iran's nuclear facilities in June." The situation surrounding Iran's nuclear facilities amid the escalating regional hostilities has been described as very concerning by Grossi, who warned that a possible radiological release could have serious consequences, including the necessity to evacuate areas as large or larger than major cities. Grossi added that efforts to contact the Iranian nuclear regulatory authorities continue, with no response so far. Grossi stressed the urgency of reestablishing dialogue, saying, "We hope this indispensable channel of communication can be reestablished as soon as possible." He also called on all parties involved in the conflict to exercise restraint, adding, "I reiterate my call on all parties to exercise maximum restraint to avoid further escalation and urging utmost restraint in all military operations." Grossi acknowledged challenges in communication with Iran, stating that efforts to contact the Iranian nuclear regulatory authorities continue, with no response so far. On the potential impact of the conflict on neighboring countries, the IAEA chief said that so far, no elevation of radiation levels above the usual background levels has been detected in countries bordering Iran. Meanwhile, European Union Foreign Affairs Chief Barrett weighed in, saying military escalation must end as soon as possible. He also criticized recent U.S. and Israeli military actions, stating that such operations should have been debated before they took place. The fragile year-long truce between Israel and Hezbollah, the Iran-backed militant group, collapsed early Monday, triggering a new wave of attacks. Explosions were reported on the outskirts of Beirut, Lebanon's capital, as Israel's military chief of staff urged residents to prepare for a prolonged conflict. The escalation has raised concerns that the war in the Middle East, which began with a massive U.S.-Israeli assault on Iran over the weekend, could expand further, drawing in more countries in the region. Hezbollah launched rockets into Israeli territory overnight, describing the attacks as retaliation for the killing of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, Iran's supreme leader, in the joint U.S.-Israeli operation on Saturday. Israel responded with strikes on Hezbollah-affiliated sites south of Beirut. The U.S. military reported 3 American soldiers killed at a base in Kuwait, while 9 civilians were killed in central Israel. Iranian state media said at least 115 people, including many children, were killed at a girls' elementary school near a naval base in southern Iran.